Alright, 11:45, and I said I wanted to get things tidied up, so I kind of got everything pretty much tidied up. When you walk in the door here, you never really see them full-on camp, but same basic scenario. We've got the battery over here in the corner first thing. We've got the solar panel sitting right outside the door over there. So when I need it, I just toss it up there. Got the power inverter sitting there kind of semi-permanently. There's an extension cord that runs back behind there and runs to my treble light. And then this extension cord runs all the way out there. And there's two lights. There's one light hanging on the tree right there. Right there. And then there's another light down in the bushes where you could use it for over in this area. Bed's in the same place. That bottom tote's clean-ish laundry. That top bag is clean-ish laundry. Over there is the really, really dirty stuff in the corner. Got a tote right there. That's kind of kitchen stuff and whatnot. We got our toolbox over there. Got our canned foods and our extra blankets. Our extra battery. This battery is fully charged. And this battery over here is fully charged. So got our garbage bag here, got our clothes up here drying. Got a pair of jeans out here drying too. And then in front of the tent, we got everything dug out up above it. We got the branches pulled back, and we got a clear roof. We've got the rain fly on right now, but as you can see, it's not sunny. It's kind of chilly, but I think we're going to be alright for rain again today. But if it starts looking like rain this afternoon, I'll cruise back and throw it up. But this kind of here is just a little bit of a catch-all for now. That's the dirty dish tote. Tarp stacked up over there. A couple of tables. You know, we'll see what happens as far as weather and whatnot. But I think what I'll do is I think we'll fly a tarp. I'm not real sure. I think we'll fly a tarp up over the tent just for, you know, just for roof purposes. But I don't know if you saw this, but I like to rake. I like my shit to look clean. So over here we've got the fire pit, and then I've raked up all the camp right here, and then we're situated back in there. So from the fire pit to the creek, you know, 20 feet, 25 feet. So this is our bad boy creek that's giving us all sorts of action and activity and fun. But I think what I want to do is I'll probably fly, I'm not really sure. Actually, I really don't know. I'd like to have a tarp up above here somewhere where, you know, if it's raining and nasty and shit, we can, you know, all sit under a tarp. So, but right now that hasn't been much of an issue, so we haven't really been overly concerning ourselves with it. So we kind of got things where we wanted them. Granted, that was only 45 minutes or half an hour's worth of work for what we had on our list today, but I'm okay with it. I've got another month and a half out here. And I don't mean that in the way of, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I mean that in the way of, I've been out here 2 months. Up the river was, you know, pretty hard. It was a process. It was work. And what did I learn? What did I figure out? I think I learned, number one, that I do want to partake in this world. I want to have a family, and I want to be around my family, and I want to be, you know, as good a person as I can be, and I want to be involved. I want things. Not for the simple fact of possessions or things, but I want things so I can feel more complete in my life, and I can feel more grounded and more, you know, settled in and settled down, because I basically am saying that that's what I want to do, is settle in and settle down. So we'll always do, you know, crazy things, and we'll always do trips, and we'll always, you know, do things like that, but I want a home base. I want something that's mine, that I never have to worry about, that I can feel grounded. Like I've always got a place to go. And the other thing we learned is that you just got to make the best of a situation. And if you can't, you just got to make the situation better. And I know it sounds crazy, but I never really thought. Coming out here, I've realized that I am my own concern, and I am my only concern, priority one. And if I'm not doing what's truly right for me, I can't help or be there or be around or be there for anybody else, and I can't help anybody else. And I'm learning things like making choices and what to say and when to say it, and is this worth it, and what's the downside of what you want to say, Dave. And I like peace, man. I like peace and quiet. I like happiness. I like smiles. I like laughter. I like children. I just want to be more around and more part of those things. I want friends. I want people that I can count on. I want people that can count on me. I want to help these people up here. I want to, try to get them employed, or try to find them a place to live, or get them food stamps, or, those are the things that I want to do with my time and energy. And then fish. Might as well fish. I mean, there's fish in there. Might as well fish. It's not something I'm used to having. So I don't feel two shits worth of bad about fishing for a week straight. I'll fish for a month straight. I don't give a shit. It ain't like that. It ain't about, people might think I'm just out here on a vacation. And honestly, right now, I kind of am. I've earned that vacation. I spent 2 weeks digging deep in my soul, and it was a hell of a journey. But I feel stronger. I feel less weak. I feel less scared. I feel more confident. I feel more lovable. I feel more friendly. I feel more attractive. I feel more funny. I feel more better good. And more better good is a good thing. So, again, I may be out here smoking cigarettes, smoking pot, and fishing. But even in drug treatment, they give you a pass. They give you a vacation. They give you a breakaway. And this has been self-inflicted treatment. This has been a soul-searching event that is amazing. And no different than I was talking about yesterday about how I need to make sure that, the new people that I meet out here on the creek bed or on the riverbank and fish with and just bump into and stuff, I need to just start being me. I need to just start telling the truth. Not only that, but I don't even need to tell my story. If the conversation goes that way, sure. But I'd really like people to have the impression of, fuck, dude, you've been out here for 3 months, instead of me telling them. I'd rather have it come up. But instead, I always feel like I need to impress. I always feel like I need to put myself out there and show people who I am or how I am or what I'm doing. And half the time, I'm fabricating or adding to the story. And that's just not something that I really want to do anymore. Because again, like I said last night, you start believing your own lies. You start chasing your own tail. You can't figure out if you're ahead or behind. You get lost in your own shuffle. And I got heartburn. You get lost in your own shuffle, and I've been lost long enough. And believe it or not, I've been looking my whole life. But the broke, homeless, hungry thing is something that, my mom asked me after the bar, what's it going to take to make you happy, Dave? You've had everything. Houses and money and cars and businesses and bars and, friends and family and girlfriends and, what's it going to take to fill your gap? Well, I said broke, homeless, and hungry, but you know what I realized? I just realized that I didn't love myself. I didn't respect myself. I didn't appreciate myself. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't consider myself worthy. So I laid down and died because I never figured that I was worth the energy. Nobody around me was really putting the energy in, so I just gave up on myself. And I come out here and I realize that I am worthy. I realize that I am a good person. I realize that I have a lot to give. I have a lot to learn still, and that'll never stop. But I have a lot to give. And for me, that's easily worth the 2 months of hell that I went through. That's easily worth the fear and the doubt and the loneliness and the scared and the challenge and the risk. It's a huge reward. So I'm getting emotional now, and I got some tears in my eyes, and they're all welled up, but only happy tears. These are proud tears. These are tears of me saying, you know what? I dug deep. I went in like a motherfucker, and I'm gonna come back out the other side. My mom and everybody was concerned that I'd settle in out here and that I'd never come back. It's not what this was about. This never had anything to do with running away or getting away. It had everything to do with finding out if I wanted to continue. And if I didn't want to continue, I don't know where I'd go or what I'd do. I'm not saying I'd hang myself from a tree, but I've been hanging from a tree for 20 years. So for me now to have very consciously, very deliberately, very seriously made the decision that I want to play this game of life still. The only thing left to do is play. The only thing left to do is give what you got. Try your hardest. Fish when you can. Tidy up things. Take care of your business. And I'm learning. You got to understand, it took me 2 months of hell just to figure out if I wanted to keep going. Big picture. Not keep going out here. Anybody could sit in the fucking woods for a year. But it took me 2 months of hell to figure out if I wanted to keep playing the game. And now that I know that I want to play the game, I'm going to spend the next 10 years of my life figuring out how to play it. I'm going to spend the next 10 years breaking the rules and stumbling and falling. And that's, I know that. The proverbial get up and fail, because you will. And that's not me saying you're a failure. That's me saying that, dude, shit sucks, man. Life's hard. Be prepared for the consequences. Be prepared for challenge and failure, because it's around every corner. And it's going to take me a long time to figure out how to live again. It's going to take me a long time to start dealing with the actions and the reactions and the responses and what's ingrained inside of me. And I can break those habits. I can break those chains. And yeah, breaking those habits and working on those things and fishing a creek and realizing when I get home, hey, you know what? I kind of lied to some people today and blew some stories out of proportion, and I really don't want to do that anymore. That, for me, is more important than quitting smoking. That, for me, is more important than quitting smoking pot. Now, yeah, quitting smoking and quitting smoking pot is something we absolutely need to do, will do, and want to do. But we've proved it to ourselves up there. With nothing else to do other than digging our soul, we couldn't pull it off. So maybe down here, working on the other things that I need to work on, i.e., hey, I blew that story out of proportion and I don't want to do that anymore, and I don't need to do that anymore. Maybe that stuff will keep me busy enough to consider quitting one of the things. Maybe that'll give me enough strength and enough consistency to go, you know what? I'm going to quit smoking. Or I'll quit smoking pot first. That's the no-brainer. Actually, smoking cigarettes may be the no-brainer. But either one. So, I came out here to do a certain thing. And as far as I'm concerned, I think I've done something greater. I came out here to quit smoking, start working out, write a book, and fucking get ripped. So everybody back home, I could show them a book. I could show them my rippedness. I could show them me not smoking and not stoned. Fuck that, man. What a fucking joke. I came out here under the impression and was planning on living the same way that I lived back home. just do a bunch of fluffy bullshit and prove to everybody that you're healed and that you're okay. No, it's got nothing to do with proving nothing to nobody. The fucking smile on my face proves it. The fish I catch out of this creek proves it. The fucking love and respect and admiration and miss I have for my father proves it. I don't got nothing to prove to nobody no more. It's about time I start proving something to myself. It's about time I start doing things that I'm happy with. So, with that said, I'm going to bag up. I'm going to throw my fucking camera on the charger. I'm going to cruise down that creek. I'm going to catch as many fucking fish as I can. And every damn person that I run into, I'm going to think about what I say before I say it. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to be, how you doing? Catching anything? The conversation gets deeper or furthens. If it goes further, then I'll choose my stories wisely. Because I'm man enough. I'm crazy enough. I've been out here long enough. I'm doing enough. I've done enough. I don't need to prove nothing to nobody. And I sure as hell don't need to make shit up or add to my stories just to make people like me. Fuck that. I like me. I like my camp. I like me. So I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to wipe these crocodile tears and these tears of joy, these tears of just raw, pure emotion. No sadness in here at all. I'm going to roll out of here and make me some PB&J for the road. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to catch fucking fish. And if Gamey comes by and wants to give me a ticket, I'll be like, dude, come on, man. I can show you video upon video of me letting fish go. I know you're supposed to have a license, $25. I got $12 to my name, man. I'll give you the $12. You run into town and pay the rest for a license, but I can't swing it right now. So please, don't give me a ticket. Just turn the other way. I'm a good guy. I'm sorry. And if he don't agree, he'll write me a ticket. The guy in court will believe. The guy in court will understand. It's called doing the wrong thing right. I know you're supposed to have a license. I'm not above it. I've just honestly chose not to do it. Other things were more important. Cigarettes. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't fucking gut these fish. I don't fucking feed them worms and rip their fucking throats out. I don't cut them up and fucking cook them and burn them and throw them away. I put more fucking fish back in this creek than most people catch and kill. So wow. I just saw a monster rise. I mean, like a fucking monster. Wow. But I'm rationalizing and justifying me not having a license, but what I say is still true. I've caught 75 fish out of this creek in the last week, and I put every single one of them back. Every single one of them lived, and half of them I probably caught again. And those are all the fucking fish that are too damn smart to take a worm. So, dude, I'm catching native fish. I'm tearing it up and letting them all go. So all these wormy motherfuckers can come out here and catch them and kill them. Find fish upside down in this creek all day long, man. From people that caught them with a worm, they were too small, so they threw them back. Fuck, at least eat it. Even if it's 8 inches, it's still pink, it's still meat. But they yank their throats out and throw them back in the creek, and they float upside down. Bob, bob, bob. It sucks. But that's what Washington State wanted to do by doing a hatchery and putting them in here. So, I don't know. I don't think I'm above the law, but fuck you. I'm fishing, man. It's no different than sitting where I'm sitting right now. Fucking, I ain't hurting nobody. I ain't harming nobody. I'm a good person. I got a clean, respectable, open camp. People can come and go as they want. People can still fish this hole. People can still be good. And I'll do the same thing. And there's a little bit of sunshine. That means clouds are going to burn off today. So we're going to put this on the charger, make a couple sandwiches, tidy up a little bit, go catch some fish. Love you, miss you, bye.